It's time for
EJ's Vino Stat of the Night.
Presented by No One.
You know, we've all been encouraged by reading the Sports Illustrated article by Lee Jenkins, Sports Illustrated cover story on Craig Sager and his fight against leukemia. And man, it's been incredible to watch over the last couple of years. So that's the Sports Illustrated cover. And how about this? The work of Steve Hill, Bumpcasso, as they call him. Yeah. Well, Bumpy growing up, right? And then becomes a painter, and then it's Bumpcasso. And we have several of his works here. You've been a friend of Seg's for a long time, a quarter of a century here. And I know it's watching him go through this has been tough, but it's also been just uplifting to see his spirit in this.
Well, it's been just the most awesome thing. I've been talking to Craig for years about, trying to help me do things. He's done quite a few things to help me with the art. Got me introduced to Tiger Woods. When Michael did the Space Jam, I did a paint for his kids, and he put it on TV. Other things. Of course, he got a sports bar out here, and all you got in there is my artwork up in there. So it makes you feel kind of like special, going to eat a burger for free. And not going to jail for not having enough to pay for it.
I gotta say, the LeBron James looks beautiful.
Can we get a close-up on that?
I mean, how did you get his hair on top of his head?
I got it with the ass on. Before he started worrying about a championship.
Yeah, all right.
So how long does it take you to do a piece like that, so the Craig Sager piece?
Oh, man, they called me, Tim called me last, I think it was Wednesday night, about 9:30, and we talked, and he texted me, he said, well, told me what pieces they wanted to be, see what he wanted to see, and then he said, well, we want you to paint a picture of Seg. He said, Seg's on Sports Illustrated this week. We really like Seg on Sports Illustrated. And I was like, oh, really? I said, I haven't seen it. I said, I was just in the bookstore today. And so he said, well, I'm gonna email it to you.
Gotcha.
He said, but you can paint any picture you want of Seg.
But I'm gonna email you this one.
But hold on, do what he said. Let me tell you. Then he came back and he said, well, but we really like this picture of him on the cover of Sports Illustrated. He didn't say it once, twice. He said it 3 times. So naturally, I figured that they love to get this picture painted over any other picture that I might have wanted to paint of Craig.
No question.
I have a quick Seg's house, that's for sure.
Right, I have a quick question. All the paintings you painted, sports painting, what's your one that's your prized possession? That's the one that you're like, you know what? This one is mine.
All of them, man, even the ones that people own.
Well, let me ask you.
My favorite, I'm gonna tell you, it's between a piece I did on Michael Jordan and a piece I did on Shaq when he was a rookie.
Wow, that's an old picture.
That's all right. It's a good picture.
Playing with Orlando against
hate.
Patrick Ewing.
Don't hate, he ain't got no picture of you.
Well, let me ask you this question. Who's the most influential person that you got a chance to meet and paint for?
As far as athlete?
Anybody.
Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Went to school with Michael Jackson.
I thought it was me. I thought you were going to say
Elementary
me.
school,
It
Michael
wasn't you,
Jackson. Sat in the same art class with him and his brother Marlon.
Wow.
Didn't know who they were. Brother used to chase me around the class. Michael sat right across from me.
Wait.
We used to trade drawings.
You didn't know who Michael Jackson was?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that's
Right,
amazing.
I mean, everybody not from Alabama.
Thank God.
I'm from up there by Chicago, man. I hang with the big time. I'm ready for New York. I'm ready to go hang out in Louisiana. I love Louisiana people. And wherever Ernie from, I'm sure I love them too.
The main streets of Milwaukee.
And
That's where my wife's from, Milwaukee.
how about that? And we appreciate you doing this too, right here. This is nice.
Well, let me tell you the story. Now, me and Craig talked about this, and he said, well, do the picture of you and Shaq. I said, well, I'm gonna do the whole crew. And I said, well, this is gonna give everybody a laugh, because Kenny just had me cracking up there. And so they showed the segment on the HBO, Craig Sager.
Right.
And I seen part of it before I saw the whole segment. And that's when they were talking about, I had just cut the canvas, had a staple to my wall, ready to go to work, getting all pumped up, like artists do, I guess. And then he did the segment, and then they was talking about there was no cure, his thing is back.
Right.
And I just start crying. And I hope I don't start crying now, because that's how much he means to me. He means that much. And I've been telling Craig, I said, man, you're one of the first white guys I met that's never said anything racist in any kind of way toward me, or never told me I talked too much, or anything like that. He just accepted me for who I was, and all he cared about was, man, you can really go with that paintbrush, and his kids loved me.
Oh, man, that's a wonderful story.
Great work, Bumpy.
All right,
Thanks,
Bumpy.
man. Great having you on here,
Good
too,
seeing you,
man.
brother.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
sir.
Glad to be with y'all.
All right.
And,
Thank you.
And that is a
mine, right?
wrap.
Yeah.
That's my painting right there.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
All
man.
right, cool.
Here's
Sure.
There's another painting.
Yeah, that's another painting.
that looks. I don't know. That's been doctored up a little bit.
Who's that?
That's the jet.
That's me, I guess, the Picasso painting.
Who painted that, man? No, there ain't no Picasso paint.
Okay.
I guarantee you Picasso will do you a lot better than that.
I appreciate
I
it.
like that one.
That's a little disturbing. Sorry to go out on that note, but that's
Come on, man.
that's going to do it for Inside the NBA, presented by Kia. For Shaq, for Kenny, for Charles, and for Bumpy, and for Craig Sager, Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again tomorrow night. Playoffs continue. All right, Bump, good work, man.
All right.
Good job, brother.
Done, baby. Let me get it done.